I would like to now show you the most interesting part of the Smart Data Machine, and that's how it gives us valuable information to help us train athletes better.
I had our model Lori do 5 pulls with the Powered Pull Smart Data Machine. I'm only showing you 2 of the pulls so you can at least get the idea of what we were doing. These pulls were only 15 yards long because we were working on acceleration, strength, and form. When we go to the computer, we can see the results from the pulls. You'll notice that we see information on the pulls such as the date of the pull, the time of the pull, the athlete's name, the length of the pull, the resistance used, the time it took the athlete to pull the power and pull machine during that distance, the force that was exerted, and the power number. Now this power number is a combination of strength and speed exerted into the pull. If we look at Lori's 4 pulls, you can see that she pulled this on October 7th at 1:38 p.m. The length of her pull was 15 yards because we were working more on the start and the acceleration phase. The resistance we had it set on was 0 for her. Now her first pull she did in 5.1 seconds. She had a force number of 161 and the power number was 330.70. On her second pull, she was able to exert a little more energy and get a little better form. She did it in 4.72 seconds. Her force number went up. Again, the more force you put in, the faster you usually go. And her power number went up to 341.18. Now the third pull, this is where the Smart Data Machine can help us out. You'll notice that her time slowed up by 0.2 of a second. She popped up at the beginning of it, and even though she was able to exert more force per step into the ground, her power number went down and her time went down. And this is an excellent example of how form can affect the mechanics, and even though you're getting good force into the ground, it can slow you up. Now she corrected this problem on the 4th pull, and she ran her best time at a 4.45 and had her best force number at a 243. And also you saw her power number went up to 343.82 as well. So this is where the data can really help our coaching ability train the athletes within 4 short pulls of correcting her form and also increasing her force production into the ground. Now the next thing we can do is we can actually go to the charts and we can see each individual leg. Now on the charts we can see that it will show us each individual step down to the pound of force that the athlete can generate. We have the force in pounds and then we have the length of the run in yards here. This is a valuable tool because we can tell if one leg is lacking power in power production, or we can use it as a screening tool to see if an athlete is suffering from an injury or not fully rehabbed from an injury. The chart can also give us feedback on whether the athlete can continue to accelerate through a given distance. Initially you'll notice that the force is greater at the start because the machine has to be moved from a dead standstill into motion. Once in motion, it does not take as much force to continue to move the machine, but we do want to see how much force is being generated with each step and for how long that force can be generated before the athlete starts to produce less force and quits accelerating. Remember, the #1 difference between a novice athlete and an elite athlete is how much force can be generated into the ground with each step. The better athletes can accelerate for longer periods of time and maintain a faster speed longer than less skilled athletes. In Lori's case, she had her left foot forward, and on the takeoff, that leg had good drive. She produced almost 250 pounds of force there. Now her second step, her right leg here, she kind of coasted out, and instead of continuing to drive, she was almost only able to produce about 135 pounds of force. Then her left leg kicked in again, and she produced about 150 pounds of force. Right leg here was down to about 100 pounds. Then her left leg was again up to about 135, right leg was about 100 pounds again. And you can see as we continue on, there's a big difference between one leg and the other. So with Lori, this chart would show us that her right leg needs to be trained more. And we might go back to the weight room. We might do more single leg strength exercises with her on that weaker leg. We might do more speed exercises or drills with her on that right leg so that it can bring the leg down quicker so she can hit more force under the ground. There's a lot of different things that you can use from this information how to train the athletes. And this is where the Smart Data Machine's information can really help us out, because we can take this information, combine it with our form work that we see on video, and we can get the idea across to the athletes so much quicker, and they can progress so much quicker with this information.
The beauty of the PowerPole Smart Data Machine is that we can train less skilled athletes to a higher level by knowing what it is we need to work with them on. And since very few athletes really reach their full potential, we can help naturally talented athletes also achieve a higher level of performance. Go to powerpole.com or call 662-455-4261 to get more information about how PowerPole can help you.